Hi, this is Colin. I work at McDSP. We're doing a video series about our new hardware product called the APB16. In this video, we're going to talk about the C673-A, the first APB plugin that we made for the hardware way back in the day. If you haven't seen our overview video before, you should check that out. Because if you're not watching the videos in order, it's not going to make enough sense. It's like watching Star Wars. You don't go watch New Hope because you didn't watch episodes 1, 2, and 3. It's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you with me? Thanks. Thanks for playing. Watch my video. The C673-A really served as a genesis for the whole APB hardware project. Now the C673 is loosely based on a Fairchild 670, a model McDSP's had way back in the day when the company was first starting out in my dining room. But it was one of the more fun models that we made, and at some point we thought this would be really cool if we could take some of this and somehow make it work in the analog domain. And so we tried for a while, and it kind of sucked. But after a while we got good at it and figured out what we were doing, and well, here we are. Now what is the C673-A? Well, it's mostly a compressor. You know, you have a threshold control, the level at which compression starts. You have a time constant, how the compressor responds to the input signal as it's trying to compress it. You have a makeup gain, or an output level. You can monitor the input, the output, or the gain reduction amount. You can trigger off a sidechain, and you can listen to the compressor's input signal, or just the compressor output. You can bypass it, you can automate the controls, and you can save presets, just like any other AAX native plugin. Well, how does the C673-A sound? Let's put on a track, a 2-bus master if you will, and see what it does. This is a good time to wear some fancy headphones, folks. Okay, you get the idea. I compressed it a little bit, I made it a little bit louder. But hear that low end. The low end is changing because of the way the compressor is responding to the input signal and how we're using the analog circuitry to give us a little bit of low end bias. I could also control the time constant and sit there and listen to how the compressor is responding to the audio signal. But remember, you are listening to analog components respond to the audio signal, not some digital algorithm. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Now I'm going to do something kind of dumb. I'm just going to crank the output and we're going to distort it. Okay? Just bear with me. Hold your headphones on your ears carefully. Here we go. I know you're thinking probably, wow, that guy's an idiot. Well, I can argue with that sometimes. What I'm trying to show you here is that I can make it saturate, but all the saturation is happening in the analog domain inside the analog circuits of the APB16 hardware. The APB16 hardware is calibrated in such a way that all that saturation and distortion is going to happen, but not exceed a level of 0 dB. So when I go back to the digital domain, I'm not going to clip digitally. It's all analog distortion and saturation. Nothing's wrong, everything is great, because it's analog. Oh yeah! It's good on 2-track mixes, bass, vocals, other instrumentation that just kind of needs some warming up. You know, the classic kind of stuff you'd use an analog outboard compressor for. And we got 16 channels of it. And that, in a nutshell, is the C673-A.